Hey guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is creative blues guitar motif. So what is this? Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and also join the HPCrazy Guitar Academy with a free member account or a premium member account. So what are we talking about today? It's when you want to do a blues improvisation, you work with motifs, and when you want to do a sophisticated guitar improvisation, you build the whole improvisation upon the motifs and start to variate the motifs and develop your solo more and more out of the original motifs, but still referring to the original motifs. So, and today I'm going to show you how you can variate those motifs. I give you a few examples here. I've written a few out for you. Stuff is really easy, but well, I'm first going to play it. 2, 3, 4. So that will be the motif. Now, first variation. Did you hear the difference? Or now? Did you hear the difference? Or this? Or this one? You make rhythm variations or melodic variations. Let's do this now. Did you hear the difference? Or you make combinations of it. Play the original motif and then make any kind of answer. And so on. I mean, it's simple to play, but the understanding, and especially if you want to create this on the fly while you're playing, that needs some practice. And really, I strongly recommend that you make some studies on basic rhythm notation and basic rhythm in general, because you cannot do some if you don't understand what rhythm is or how rhythm is displayed or played. You cannot make the variations, you know. I mean, the melodic variations are really simple. You just play some stuff somewhere else, but the rhythm variations, if you don't know rhythm, you don't know what to variate, you know. So, but there's a little basic rhythm course somewhere on my channel. Also in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy, you can download a basic rhythm course if you have no idea of rhythm, but it's really basic stuff. I mean, yeah. Really basic. So let's get started. Alright guys, let's first define the basic motif which we want to variate. It's really a simple one. The more simple you do your original motif, the easier it's to make variations, because there you don't have to keep so many things, you know. So it's going to be a 4-note motif, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the original motif. We're on the A minor pentatonics, starting here on the root note, and it's 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So it's just 4 8 notes, and the last one is just a log note, and that's the basic motif. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the main information is it starts on count 1. It's shuffled 8 notes and you hold the last note. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So the first variation you can do on that, you don't start on 1, you start on 2, start on 3, or start on 4. And you think that's, I mean, what, there's no variation? Well then listen, I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Original, now we start on 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. That wasn't 2. Now on 3. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2. Sounds different. And now we start on 4. 1, 2, 3. So you just move the original motif, start on 1, start on 2, start on 3, start on 4. Okay? Now, already this creates more interesting stuff, even you're playing the same thing. You just move the starting point, okay? What you also can do is change the timing pattern of the notes. Like you can do quarter triplets. So instead of shuffled 8s, you do quarter triplets, so 3 notes per 2 beats. Or you make normal triplets, 3 notes per 1 beat. I'm gonna play the original one, then quarter triplets, then the triplets. Original one, now quarter triplets. And now triplets. See how simple it is? Same motif, same notes, sounds totally different. And that's, I mean, if you listen to all these guitar guys, probably they know it, do it on purpose or not on purpose. All really great solos have this motivic thing which starts to variate, and then it leads to somewhere. This way you can really play 3-4 choruses solo and it doesn't sound boring, and the whole solo is compact as one, you know, because it's based on motifs. Okay? Or you can make any kind of rhythm variations, like this would be dotted quarter, just something else, or a little bit more variations. I play the original one and then other variations. Original one, variation 1. Variation 2. So that was our way of just prolonging notes and make the accent different. And with all those different motifs, you also can do the same variations, start on 1, start on 2, start on 3, and so on. It's all connected with each other. So that was rhythm notation. If you do rhythm notation and just change the octave, you already sound like a pro. I'm going to show you. I'm going to play, just make the original one, then go an octave up and play it on 2. You're going to see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three. And then the thing starts to sound, okay? Now we do the same rhythm pattern. So we have 4 shuffled 8s, and the last one you hold, but you start to make melodic variations. That's really simple to understand. You can play anything, but just keep the main rhythm going on, which would be or same thing, same rhythm, different melody. I'm gonna play the original one first and then do the variation, the melodic variations, and you can see how that sounds. Original, now variation. Second variation. Third variation. And fourth variation. See, it's so simple, but it already has an effect. It's, you know, you don't sound like a beginner. Well, some are a little bit maybe, but it makes sense, you know. And now if you make combinations of the original motif and adding some fill-ins, or start to variate the original motif and then add something else, then you sound like a pro. That's the last step. I'm gonna show you. So it works. Now we make variations on the original motif. I cannot comment everything, so let me quickly start again. Now we're gonna play the first two original motifs with fill-ins, and then I start to make variation on the original motif and start to variate, and then you sound like, you will see. See, I just did just these simple things and moved it up one octave, and you already sound cool. That's how blues improvisation works. That was now with one motif. If you do the question answer thing with two motifs, keep the motif simple in order that you can remember the original motif. That's the main key to everything. You need to be able to remember the original motif, so keep it as simple as possible. Understand basic rhythm. This way you can make the variations really simple, and since when you know what you're doing, you can just jump through the variations and you're gonna sound cool. Yeah guys, the blues improvisation concept is really explained in like less than 2 hours with working with question answer with the motifs, make variations. But as you already saw, even I did the really basic and beginner stuff here. There are so many variations available. This can keep you busy over weeks. Even it's easy to play that, but that you can control and you know what you're playing. I mean, the optimum result would be that you can, while you play, you can write out what you just played. Then you have total control over what you're doing, and then you're able to develop a solo from A to B or from B to C. If you just play and noodle around something out of the guts, it also can work because you're used to all the guys you heard before, but they all do the same thing. They make variations and motifs. And it's really good to understand how it works. Because when you understand something, you're able to get the best performance you can do on your current playing level. And even if you're a good player and you've never done this before, you should do this. Serious. The more you know what you're playing while you're playing, the more control you have over your playing, and the more creative you can be. Otherwise you just play and you probably end up playing all the same things over and over. But with this stuff which I just showed, this opens a whole new world, and just these simple things can seriously keep you busy for months. And the whole concept, blues improvisation concept, you can work 30 years on it and you always find something new. So if you want to download these examples plus the backing track, is available in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. Please join there, also with a free member account. If you have any questions about this tutorial, you can ask me there. That's for free. If you want to download the stuff, a premium membership is required, and there you also find my only remaining social media feed. So that's all what me and Dr. Pink are having to say. We're gonna play a little bit for you at the end by using this stuff, that you can see how this works. It's really simple and it's cool.